Alright guys, welcome back to, I guess what it is going to be 12 Days of Christmas with Masamune now. Because I kind of talked myself into doing... I can use the Legend of a Land United, which is, you know, Tohoku is Kojuro and Masamune, but here they have various scenarios where you play as Hideyoshi, Mitsunari, and Ieyasu to sort of get to the end of the main story of Sekigahara, and then finally the Osaka campaign. But we can kind of actually get Masamune in a few of these missions, and I figured why not, because it's kind of, in this game's version of things, you can kind of create a full-length Musou for Masamune by doing his, then just doing Odawara Castle, because that's the whole thing that we just did. Was Kojuro convinces him to surrender to the Toyotomi and participate in the conquest of Odawara. So this would be what's next. Now, the fact that Mitsunari marched an army up there, which Masamune defeated, that's not really what happened, but yeah, within the narrative of this game, he won the right to participate in the conquest of Odawara, I guess, whatever. Let's just use this as an excuse to pad out our 12 Days of Christmas. Odawara Castle serves as a final step to unite the land, mobilize your forces, and defeat the Hojo army. So we will do just that. So this is kind of what's happening. Hideyoshi is taking out all the lesser lords in the west and the islands, and it's just the Hojo who are really the main force in his way. Although I guess I was talking over it, it looks like they were saying Masamune was also a threat, which is not really quite how it works.
城を築くよう命じた。築城をした後、夜のうちに周囲の木を切り、一夜にして城ができたと北条方に思わせる策である。
The Hojo really weren't paying attention to what was happening in their own territory, apparently.
敵の心を攻め、できることなら戦いを避け、
A plan which will not work, and further bloodshed will be involved.
秀吉の戦は最後まで変わらなかった。
It's a monkey man. There's Ganondorf, because he's got the Triforces of Wisdom, Courage, and also Strength. Triforce of Courage doesn't show up until the second game. Face facts. Alright, so apparently I did this as, I have done this as Masamune and as Ginchio when I played through it off screen. Interesting. Okay, so this time we're gonna do it. You got a ton of characters to choose from. You can be Hideyoshi, you can be Toshiie, you can be Ieyasu, Tarakatsu, Takakage Kobayakawa, who is not Itty Bitty Kobayakawa. This is a different Kobayakawa. You can be Kanbei Kurata, who's actually a lot of fun to play as. Yoshihiro, Toyohisa, got Masamune and Kojuro, of course. Munenori, Muneshige and Ginchio, the Takibana twins. They're a married couple, in fact. Morichika and Kosho. But we're going to do it as Masamune. And Masamune is friends with only Kojuro. I do not know what smiley faces mean, other than that's a character that they pair well with, but I don't actually know what pairing well with someone means. Like, for example, Muneshige pairs well, apparently, with the Shimazu for some reason, but also with Ginchio. Ginchio pairs well with all those people plus Kosho. But what does that mean gameplay-wise? I don't think it means anything. Which is Japanese for, hey, you want to get some pudding snacks, Masamune? Because Shoji Tachimasta can mean whatever you want it to. So here's the scene that we saw in Samurai Warriors 2 at the beginning of Masamune's story.
今少し遅くばこの首は飛んでおった。聞けばそこの小十郎の助言に従い服従を決意したそうじゃな。はっ、この政宗には過ぎた家臣にて。
Okay, well, I'm taking it away from you then.
許す。これよりは君臣一体となってわしを支えてくれ。ありがたきお言葉。
This is Masamune saying what he has to say. The idea of submitting to Hideyoshi, not something he was crazy about. At any rate, wow, we're really far apart at the beginning of this one. I do not remember... It seems like I fought this battle in Samurai Warriors 2 a million times. I do not remember it very clearly here. There's all sorts of shit going on with sections of map becoming accessible and then unaccessible temporarily, and floodgates and all weird gimmicks in this fight, if I remember it correctly. And I don't see, I don't have a clear idea how this battle is supposed to go, but the victory conditions are pretty simple. You gotta beat Ujiyasu, who is located in the main castle, and this is a map where, despite it looking like any other map on the map screen, it's like a big, involved castle building with like multiple floors that you're actually fighting in at the end. And I am suddenly having a paranoia attack about whether or not I'm recording, so let me go check that. I am recording. Okay. Yeah. Let's see who will be fighting out there. The Hojo in this, they went out of their way to find female characters to include. So we have various, probably amongst people who know more than I do about this period in history, various important and interesting Hojo male characters are ignored. Like, I would think that Ujimasa, Ujiteru, Ujikuni, they might have like all their own cool stories behind them, but the game went out of its way to make sure that you had a female member of the family, plus Kai, who is not a blood relation, but is temporarily attached to the Hojo forces and eventually gets kind of moved around to other forces. Kai's story is a little confusing. But yeah, your playable characters are two cute teenage girls and Ujiyasu. Oh, and our army has like every playable character in the history of the franchise, but they'll all fight like shitty generics in this fight because they're our allies. We can see the castle has already taken some damage. Or maybe they're just doing a really poor job of running things. We have to defeat the enemy troops. Are we competing with Ieyasu to get a kill over generic? Okay, so again, I don't know what the big deal about switching at that moment was, but oh, okay. Looks like I've got a bonus objective to defeat some guys. Raise your voices within the temporary castle with its keychain symbols. Their strength of castle building. There's nothing to fear. I am an adorable girl. Those are the words of me, Mr. East. There's nothing to do with the characters thing. So, you know, get better. There, defeated the enemy troops, we did all the things. Now Masamune is celebrating something. Get rid of the standard bearer to make this area not glowing red. Man, Norokoro Habaki Ninja is pretty awesome. So what was he actually saying there? What are you waiting for? Use fire to force them out in the open. Okay. Not bad. Fire is fun. Alright, so I can get... Now that Masamune is... Actually, I'll get him moved for the standard bear. So when I finish this guy off, which I just did, never mind, I'll instantly switch to Masamune. So there was no point in giving him an order because I was immediately switching over to playing as him manually. Good news about this is that... Oh, never mind. Something popped up here. I have barrels disguised, or ninjas disguised as barrels here. Okay, this is the bonus objective, is to take the provisions by defeating these guys. The thing about this one is, unlike the last one with the retreat condition for the enemy, unless there's like an ambush later where Hideyoshi can get wiped out if you're not fast enough, we really should just keep going around doing objectives until we've won. There's no... We'll suddenly lose because the, you know, unless I actually have my character get defeated, we win. So taking these guys out should get rid of some of the orange or red fields too, because they're supposed to be controlling the supplies, right? So you think that would be a big morale hit for the enemy. That's my Kajiro. Yeah, that should make things significantly easier. So, Kajiro has a long way to go to get to anything useful to do. It looks like Masamune did eventually get rid of all those standard bears. Bakane. Oh, never mind. The standard bears are still there, but they don't matter because the supplies are like gone. Who is it who's almost dead? Shimazu, a lesser Shimazu. Dragon and the bear will never see eye to eye. You just have too many eyes. Alright, so now we've kind of cleared out this central zone. But to look for something that will help allies, I don't know if I have anything like that. There you go. I figured there was a thing that let you help allies, and just a regular old food item does that in this game. So that guy, hopefully, we don't have victory conditions, no officer can be defeated, but that should help that guy to survive the battle. So good for us. We're good partners. Because he'd taken some damage. Oh, this guy is also in trouble. So one thing I could do now is switch and command Masamune to make his way over towards this guy who's in trouble. And then in a few minutes, I should be able to help that guy out. Oh yeah, items don't come back, we only get to use it once. I guess I need to see what the items do. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Masamune turn back. And I got to get close to the guy who's dying. Who's the guy's in trouble? You are in trouble. Okay, I'll restore your health. I don't know what Hideyoshi is doing down here, but made a promise to me. It's a very sexy promise. No matter who conquers this land, he can create. Okay. Oh, see, they're having some really meaningful dialogue here. Now who's struggling? Everybody's struggling all the time. I don't know why I'm suddenly obsessed with keeping everyone alive in our army, but at least it's a guy where I'm heading. Oh, it looks like I took the long way around though. There, kept them alive. Good. Kept them alive. Thanks to hope, Gunchio. So this isn't the map I thought it was. It has all the changing terrain with flood traps and stuff. That's a different version. Or a different mission. You can't stop the dragon in mid-flight. You have to keep all, your hands and arms inside the dragon until the ride has come to a complete stop. Yeah, I do dare to fight you, as a matter of fact. I actually do dare to do that. Here we are at Triforce Castle. Oh yeah, I figured Clown Ninja Man would be showing up at some point. Alright, Kajiro, get up here and, I'm assuming that that's probably this might be the real Kajiro, I'm not sure. He does look like he's glowing with power. But it's a bit easier when, I had, yeah, it was a double. Tarakatsu helping me out there. Oh, never mind. Now it was a double. Okay. The music just stopped. This man hopes to grasp the land. He can't even see the land clearly. I believe it was poor depth perception. Fireball! Hinako-chan. Wow, Masaya Ito has a really feminine voice. Oh, it's only optional they have to defeat her. Well, that's nice. Don't force her to go beat up the little girl. Well, don't have your father lend you his strength. He might need it. How did it come to this? Yesterday's friend is yesterday's enterprise. Well, here we are in Triforce Castle. It's, we're here fighting a Death Mountain. Oh, I gotta defeat the various family members to open the gates. It's really not necessarily, but a double Musou is fun. Long live the circus! Vaguely a Sailor Moon reference. I think he might fail before. Oh, never mind. It's a different Hojo. So they said something about the leader of the clan paying a visit to the boys of the Toyotomi. It's the Boys of Summer Edition. Whoop. Fall off the ceiling. Yeah, we are now battling on the roof. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Well, we don't need to kill the girls again. We can just take this guy out and win it. Although I do believe there's probably a special quest for preventing them from rendezvousing with Ujiyasu, but we prevent that by killing Ujiyasu, don't we? Surely. Yeah, so there we go. And we get to finish off with an exciting view of Triforce Castle. Home of the Triforces of Wisdom, Courage, and Power. So we have a couple ones that we can only do if we're playing as specific characters. Like I said, we didn't get the one for preventing the rendezvous because I was joking, but yes. You have to defeat them before they rendezvous with Ujiyasu. You can't prevent the rendezvous by defeating Ujiyasu, even though you think you could. But there we go, folks. Masamune getting dangerously close. I think level 50 is the max in this game. We're getting dangerously close to maxing out their power. And getting weapons that I don't care about. We're not dangerously close to that. We're there. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have got shot so many times. Tell him he sucks. Well, that would be me, so... Oh, I guess I should have killed them first so they wouldn't have to experience the pain of his death, right? That makes sense. Now get some clothes on. Sure. I'm gonna go get a shirt. Then he changed the law so no one else who was born of common stock could ever achieve rank. 'Cause he's kind of an asshole. Oh, this is symbolic too.
なんじゃ二人ともぼーっとしょって危なかったわ
Because these two are about to go to war, and what's his face, who actually caught Hideyoshi, is gonna die too.
よしすまない秀吉わざとじゃねえんだい
I just lost control of my arm. Oh, it's fun how most of the characters in this brief moment aren't enemies. Too bad you're about to die. I mean, wait. How do I know that? I'm not the cause. Saving in progress. Well, there you go, folks. A fun little moment of peace, and a little prelude to the fact that, like, the next battle is immediately Ieyasu and Mitsunari fighting each other. They do jump around a bit in this game. So when we come back next time, well, Masamune wasn't present for that Battle of Sekigahara. What we already kind of did with him fighting the Uesugi in his own story mode. Yeah, I guess I'm doing things out of order because we wrapped up the Legend of Tohoku, and that's actually what he's doing during Sekigahara, and then I jump back in time to do Odawara Castle. So we're kind of doing things in a weird order, but the point is I'm trying to cram in all of the Date story that I can out of Samurai Warriors 4, and next time we'll show Masamune's role in the final battle of the overall Sengoku Jidai and the Osaka campaign. Then after that, there's like a silly bonus mission where you can play as Masamune in this game, and then we'll go over and show Samurai Warriors 4-2, which tried to actually redo the story modes but have them be about individual characters' lives. And one of the characters that they chose to follow was Kojuro Katakura. We'll check that out next time. Bye, guys. Well, not next time. It'll be, yeah, eventually. See you.